kanina.
They know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking up on my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard when I said it. Spend all the money, I'm dripping this powder. Got on it, and it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me who pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he miss the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and coming through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun up till like a stunner do it. I'm the best. And I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. And I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up, you got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a telephone. Slick me up with the party on 10K to let it come see it. Plans that now make it come treat it.
And preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to get it.
Ryan, thank you.
Arden ang karangay lupusan. Wala di dito si Ares. Gaya si Ares o kala. Inside siguro. Nah, basta yung gusto. Sweet. Hihingalo. Sweet ni ba?
Well, James Harden's one-on-one scoring.
James Harden. Dulo si Baguio. Harden. Sinabi pangalan. Uy. Balik ba? Uy.
Pila sila bat ya ni name. Oh, siya ako ba niya?
Yang masilingan.
Gani mga pinta boy.
Lagi. Kahit ang nagdipinsa na. Mana?
Apa dyan kuya? Ah, si Panda, si Derek Singh. Si kuya. Ah, yan yung kuya.
Ano po si Kwan niya? Pas, nagasuroy man siya taga-buntay. Ilawi ang tindahan tapat di putong.
Ah, diyo.
Tapat di putong, tapat kalabusi. Nangis ba? Stall man na. Tulo ka stall man na.
Yan. Sa yung kuya or ya?
Yang ate deh, yang ate. Ginatod niya kada buntay.
Kaya yung kuya, kuhan mo na. Minyo kay pagumang ko ni Busing.
Eh, pagumangko din eh, busing asawa.
Sa kuya ni Ban.
Ah, lagi. Mga pabeto.
Si Kim.
Itagay ko ato, amo din asawa siyang kuya. Ang bapa kayo ni Pakatong dalaga siguro.
Oh, papa eh.
Na,
Lalo. Karon ganing, kuhan kayo.
bapa kayo.
Kanang pero iglawas ba sing tulo na yung anak.
Tulo na yan, ha?
Di ba kita karon?
Ah, lagi
Kuya,
lagi
kuhan
ko.
ka ng
Bapa Bill.
hot mama gyud.
Wala kayo ko ng anak. Ako mo masilyo. Eh, padulong mo dito sa balay nila pa.
Sa Derek niya, si kuya Derek niya, si Bat, si Damidig. Kailan ba ako na sa Dota? Virtual sa una. Kaya ako hindi ko bukod. Apil, meeting sila line up. Suga na nila. Hindi ko kilawa.
Dahil ko kikilawan. Kira. Singot na bito na. Singot ka dala tiniwan. Binhalo.
Dugan player niya, Jobs. Lemon eh.
Magigidaghan ako nung kita. Okay lang, galabusing eh. 20 ka mo.
Sila.
Kaya naman dyan eh mga, di ba, mabisi. Wala lang, kung maabot dito na, naka na. Wala naman dyan na, di ba dyan na.
Ada si Inot no? Ato yung Inot.
Kaya to, family day ba. Dito ka dito.
Pero sa gila, nagito siya.
Gusto, nasiguro mo buwang. Mingi kayo. Siguro mo.
Yaw pa siya gila rin. Nag-graduate ba sa engineering dia?
Wala ni
Ano pa niya ako?
Manila siya.
Manila.
Manila siya. Naminyo dito.
Ay, abi na dari adaan niya. Manila, Manila. Dito na siya ninyo.
Ability is uncertain.
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. All right, a chance to check out stats for James Harden.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Thibault and Harris, the 3 and the 4. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Ja Morant. Dylan Brooks is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Bane in at the 3. Now here's Morant. Oh, stolen by Harris. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Pass to Bane. From downtown, nails it from 3. And Chris, some rookies without hitting that wall. What advice would you give those young men who are just trying to hold on at this point?
Yeah, I would just tell them, first of all, stay off your feet as much as possible. You have the license and the freedom to watch the green light, to watch as many movies, eat as many dinners, to hang out with as many friends as you like, but keep your legs up on the couch. Conserve energy, and give your mom and your dad a call too. Don't shout out. Don't forget about it. I usually give you some.
Uneasy, too, on the layup.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And there's the drive. Yep, that one goes.
Attacking the rim, I love seeing this from bigs like Jackson. When he said jump with me if you want to go viral, Ja Morant with the explosiveness to live in the lane and soar to the rack. The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
Outside Morant. Brooks outside. And he drives in. No good with a layup. And relentless is Morant. Man, does he attack the paint, Chris.
As fast as he does. Great job. He changes his feet. He keeps the ball on a string. And when he gets it in close, watch out. He can finish any way he wants to.
Now here's Morant. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Outside for Brooks. 5 on the clock. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Embiid's shot is good.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Bane. Lets it go from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Harden against Melton. Here's Maxey. Three-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Bane. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Harden. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Now here's Morant. The D's right on him. Pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers trailing. Fast break, Philadelphia. Maxey, that's good.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
The drive by Morant. Here's Jackson. And Embiid with the block. They get it back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Melton against Harden. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it when that play like that.
Here's Bane. Back to Morant. Going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. So it'll be Joel Embiid shooting. That one on Melton.
At the line for one.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
Now here's Morant. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Pass to Bane. Jackson with room to fire, and there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
He fits the mold for bigs in today's NBA. I mean, he's dominant inside, but he also can hit the perimeter jump shot.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 8, and we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. And you asked Joel Embiid, he's not satisfied with the way he's playing.
I think I need to,
I guess the process continues, Grant.
And with big men, it's got to be a team effort. You got to feed him the rock, VA, inside and help him get it going.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving working apart.
One other thing we've seen them execute to this point is good ball movement to set up those easy scoring chances.
They've got Dylan Brooks. Ja Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Morant with it. Harden picks him up. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, so creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Morant is adept at creating offense for himself.
Harden against Melton. Down low. Here's Embiid. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. And Memphis shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Brooks from outside. Sinks the tray. Brooks has got 5 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And let's talk some 2K, Chris. If you're building a player, what position would be the most fun? A guard, a wing, or a big man?
I would say probably a wing, because you can kind of switch up on the length. You can be as tall as KD or as short as, let's say, Harden. But you can also have skill sets with that quickness, shooting, getting other guys involved. So I would say, yeah, I'm probably going with the small forward.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Clark is checked in for Brooks. Conchar comes in for Bane. Anderson's checked in for Melton. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Harden, pass to Jordan to stop the run. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, you got to admire the passing skills of Harden. He's really upped his playmaking totals over the years.
Here's Conchar, green covering. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Adams inside. Jordan's there. Elbow shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Niang. Now Green. Jordan finds Harden. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And he stays with it.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Conchar. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Jones. Money from 17 feet out. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Lays out, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Flat out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover would drive a coach crazy.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton is checked in. Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team, have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's Conference Finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome. You tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
To the middle. Pass to Clark. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Adams. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. And he gets it back. Adams, shot's good.
And it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
1:53 left in the half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. Here's Adams, and it's going to be a 3-second call. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at Philadelphia. With the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Checking out Philadelphia, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Now here's Jones, defended by Harden. Pass to Clark. And the layup is good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Maxey. Up top, Harden. Anderson covers. And the call will be against James Harden.
Kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
41 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Jackson. Goes up from the top of the key. That one's wide left.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Maxey. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate on your offense.
Jackson with it. Now Jones. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. No good with a jumper from the wing. Right side Tagum. Pass to Embiid. Back to Tagum. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Grizzlies up by 15. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what was your impression?
There was no shortage.
And
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from outside. As we get into the second half, Harris and Embiid, the big men inside. Maxey out there with James Harden. And it's Tagum in at the small forward. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, man, he's doing a little of everything for this team. Embiid's floor awareness, really impressive.
Well, Memphis shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Morant. On the take. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Harris. The free throw drops for Morant.
What really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
And Maxey, here we go. That shot missing. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. There's the three. That one no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Well, you hear the term weak today more and more. When you look at Jaren Jackson Jr., 6'11". Is his height 7'4". Fingertip to fingertip, that's his range. And that reach enables him to be a major factor defensively.
And in the past, we've heard the Chris Bosh comparisons for Jaren Jackson. C-Web, you buying that?
Yeah, I see some similarities in their game. Jackson, a rangy, mobile defender at 6'11", with a nice face-up game. Bosh, maybe Serge Ibaka, good comparison. That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Harris passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Outside Morant from deep Payne. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Back to Tagum. Let's go with a three. And no good.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Morant with it. He's got 9. Here's Payne. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Payne's got 5 points now in the quarter. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Harris passes to Embiid. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Morant. Now Melton. The three. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Embiid with it. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Good anticipation and instincts. Jackson, he's established himself as a quality shot blocker.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Jackson's got 9 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. They get it again.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure Coach can let them know that.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams checked in for Jackson, and it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Jordan's checked in for the Sixers. Milton comes in for Harden. Here's Maxey. Melton covers. To the inside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Bane from deep. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
To the left side wing. Here's Maxey. Melton covers. Stolen by Melton. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Milton. And he drops it in from the low post. Milton's gotten his second bucket.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Inside, Adams. Goes back up. Pass to Bane. Back to Adams. Tries again. And the layup falls. Adams has got 8 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Pass to Jones. Outside for Brooks. Back to Jones. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Adams. And it's Jordan with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. That's tipped. Memphis has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Here's Jones. Now Adams. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Jones. Over Milton. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a 3-point play. Here's Harden. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Throws it up high. And
consistent.
A couple of great big men. middle tonight, Greg. Center.
Why? Nag-i-shoot yun, boy.
Hindi ba kaya?
Sabi na utambakan ni Ron bro. Brooklyn.
Mapindi na, pero close game na ng mga gusto siguro. Hindi kaya ng mga.
Sabi na kung mag-in-Android si Durant ron. Pag malas siya. Uy, padula si Griffin ba?
Siguro lain.
Para nabigyan. Nabigyan.
Matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the way.
You've got to be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
In the corner, it's Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. And here we go. Fast break in Morant's got it. Here's Melton. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Passes it to Embiid. And it's Thibault in the corner. Maxey passes to Embiid. And the rejection by Jackson. Harden against Morant. The pass to Bain. Brooks with no one around. Off target with his 3. Here's Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game.
And when you watch Dylan Brooks play, you know, he's got some sandpaper to his game. Not shy about trading elbows.
I love those guys. You need these guys to win in this league. Willing to take the defensive challenge and put their bodies on the line to get stops.
Here's Morant. 76ers getting the bucket.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded by Melton. Now Harden. You saw him with 19 points his last outing. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Morant dishes to Brooks. Back to Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. That shot off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Harden the pass to Maxey. Back to Harden. Out to the wing. Embiid against Jackson. Embiid the pass to Maxey. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Morant. His last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Brooks. Embiid with the steal. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. Pulls from the top of the key. That's good on the jump shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Maxey. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harden the pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Harden. This one for three. Cans it from downtown.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Now here's Morant. Averaging around 27.5 points a game. One of the best in the league. And stolen by Tagum. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met. But what a great game.
Now here's Jackson. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see Jaren Jackson go to the line here. That one on Embiid. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game here. And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back, Steve.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
Tagum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot. Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Harden left side. And the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Driving the lane and finished by Morant.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Harden scanning the floor. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Morant right side. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
76ers double. 76ers substitution.
Stolen by Brooks. Payton for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, and the small and power forwards are Thybulle and Harris. Harden out there with Green, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Morant, and Thybulle sends it back. Tries to keep it alive. And another turnover here by Memphis. George Niang, he's checked in for Harris.
George Niang.
The 76ers trail by 9. And here's Harden. He's got 5. Down low. Here's Jordan, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pass to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams' shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Now here's Harden. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here he goes. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Adams, a nice D. The Grizzlies shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And the pass to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Pass to Harden from downtown. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And I imagine this is a really tough stretch of the season, Steve, for teams that are on the outside of the playoff picture looking in.
Kevin, it is, but no player in this league is going to quit on the season. They're out there to compete, no matter what the standings are.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Mark Miles is jacked in for the 76ers.
Coming up to the floor for the 76ers, Furkan Korkmaz.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Bain, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
From deep, Harden. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. A shot off that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
This is it to Melton. Here's Bain. And a miss there on the triple. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bain shooting 43% from long range. And, Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
Bain passes to Adams to the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bain's got 5 points now this quarter.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide-open Bain.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Over in the corner, Green. Now the pass to Niang. To the middle, here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Pass to Bain, and here is Brooks. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Adams, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the muscle from Adams there, able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Brooks. Conchar comes in for Bain. Anderson, he's checked in for Milton. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for James Harden. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris comes in for George Niang. And it's Shake Milton in for Danny Green. Here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Embiid. They get it again. They shoot again. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Jones with 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Lets it go from the wing. Anderson finds Jackson. Embiid with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Milton. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies headed.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And Shaq.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Conchar in at the small forward. And that's the group for Chandler Jenkins as we begin the second half.
For a guy his size, Jaren has such a quick first step, gets to the rim in a hurry.
And here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. A three-pointer off the mark.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. Don't come across them that often.
Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. Passes to Korkmaz. They get the rebound, and Embiid is right there.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pulls up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
At the top of the key, Korkmaz. The pass to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And it's James Harden in for Maxey.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
It's good.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Jones against Harden. He feeds it to Harris. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Jones against Harden. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
Only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Jones looking for an opening. Jackson misses. And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Harris. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Clark. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
They kick it out to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
You know, Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jordan, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Memphis leading by 10. Morant kicks to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Adams. Morant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
Harden outside. And Jordan has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Harden. Floats one. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And one thing about Ja Morant that can get lost in all of this, he is truly a gifted playmaker. Great vision, and he manipulates defenses to create openings for his teammates.
Let's not forget, he led the nation in assists his sophomore season at Murray State. His court sense and feel for the game are advanced, especially for a player his age.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 13.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
It's Harden with the drive. Slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
To the inside. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. The 3 from Harden. And Bain pulls it down.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And it's Memphis with another.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Now Harden from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Memphis looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting up.
Sweet lang sir. Ay, binabas na na gano'n. Kompleto, ang ng 5. Bye-bye. Wisit gila third quarter. Third quarter, William. Third quarter. Pas. Diba? Natawag na pagay na 200 yuta.
Tangtog.
Pa isa Memphis. Atay. Gamay kayo.
Euros.
31. Tema. 53. Puta, que pizza. Mau kadul. Kita mapilis gusto na na. Kung sila ba yan.
Yan may Steve Nash.
Duka. Sama.
Ijik.
Boston to. Si Coach Duka to.
Duka dito. Ito, mabud.
Gani, bigyan na Coach. Lah, impor by Ben Simmons. Nah.
Slow na din.
Lah, idol! Makita na loading kicks na ko. 94 na rating.
Yawas, yung lako di ay.
Tema. Kata ko. Ay na po.
Ay, Hindi ako rating smart.
Tinsip player.
This is his 8th year with them. They made the playoffs all 8 years. They've given him more as far as a role. They've lived with more. And ultimately, they've gotten more out of him. And it's not just the great defense. He's the defensive player of the year. His improvement offensively and as a point guard. And that wasn't an easy or simple decision that the Celtics came to. Meanwhile, Tatum, 2 free throws there. Back up to 7, 15 seconds remaining. Brooklyn's got to have to look for threes. Durant on the drive, back out Irving.
Nah.
Tatum drives in and throws it down. Something special's going on in Boston with these Celtics. As Curry knocks down the three with 2.4 remaining. And the Celtics.
Sweep.
A clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on.
Keep making the extra.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Green is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Tribal in at the 3 spot.
Ball handler who gets hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Milton kicks to Embiid. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the 76ers.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Embiid. He can't get it to go. Adams, a nice D. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The feed to Adams. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 6. High, arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Green.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Now here's Morant, defended by Thibault. In the corner, it's Melton. Out to Morant. Over Thibault. And it's Morant missing.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Passes it to Embiid. Again, Embiid missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Morant passes to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Great reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage and grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Timeout called the 76ers. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beaten.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Adams. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Milton with it. Jones covering. Harris, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Jackson. Outside, Jones. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer, no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Maxey. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Memphis leading by 18. Brooks outside. And again, Memphis no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And the rejection by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. To the wing on the left. Poked loose. And stolen by Thibault. Milton finds Embiid. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Jones, no one around him. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and he gets it to go.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shots.
Here's Jones. Melton passes to Jones. There's the drive. And Thibault sends it back.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for
John Morant.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Brooks outside. And there's the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jones. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And there's the drive. Maxey passes to Harris. Now here's Tagum. Now here's Harden. No good.
Okay, for the last.
At a high tempo. Game to
defensive player si Bane, di ba Jab? Di ba defensive player mo si Bane? Saan siya kuhan nila yan? Third.
Arang-arang lang sila dyan.
Tonight, both teams like to get out and run, Grant.
Well, hey, when you've got the speed and athleticism, it's the best way to play. You have to challenge the defense to keep up with you.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and the 5. Maxey out there with James Harden. And it's Tagum in at the small forward position.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Here's Harden. Pass to Harris. There's the steal. Now here's Morant. With the drive. And Embiid with the block. On the wing, Harden. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. About a minute into this first quarter. Melton on the wing. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Melton. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim,
I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Bain from outside the arc. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal. Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Embiid with it. Jackson in his pocket. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact. No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Maxey. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Pass to Bain. Pulls up. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Embiid. He goes up. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Well, he's got such a good understanding of when to go after the steals. Excellent instincts defensively from Embiid there. You know, many people refer to Embiid as the best big in the league right now, and largely because there isn't a hole in his game. I mean, he does a lot of everything, and as big as he is, his agility and shooting touch is off the charts.
For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 5 so far. Melton against Harden. Pass to Maxey. Oh, stolen by Morant. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game. And Clark, you look at the evolution of Embiid's game. Really speaks to his intense work ethic.
I agree with you because he's had several injuries now, and yet he has not wasted that time rehabbing because he's developed his skills in the process. He said surgeries after surgeries. At some point, I wanted to quit, but his heart was too big for that, and his game is showing the fruit of his work.
Harden against Melton. Pass to Maxey. The 3 is up. Philadelphia, the rebound. Second chance shot. Embiid. Back to Harden. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Into the lane. The drive by Brooks. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far. I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. Six on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it's Harden penetrating, trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Back to Morant. Drives to the hoop. And Embiid with the block.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
Now 8 seconds separating. Oh, something else, man. Wow, showing some power.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Three-pointer, Embiid. Harris passes to Embiid. 16 feet out. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses.
Oh, he wishes he had that one back.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
Dillon Brooks is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Jackson in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Harden into the lane. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Green, the pass to Harris. That shot is off. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
And in that game you mentioned, it was a great game. The reserves played a huge role.
First team foul.
On the wing, Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Brooks has got his second basket.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul. Milton's checked in for James Harden. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Milton attacking. Davao on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Here's Milton. Brooks defending. Clock at 6. Brooks against Milton. And a missed layup. Now Morant. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Jackson outside. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And this time of year, Grant, the evolution of strength and conditioning programs really shows its value.
It really does. I mean, this is a great time to be an NBA player for so many reasons, including the ones that you mentioned.
A line change here for Memphis. Niang, he's checked in for the Sixers. Korkmaz comes in for Thybulle. And here's Milton, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Jones. From the wing. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Green. Jordan, the pass to Milton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Anderson.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers.
You know, Milton spent time in the G League, as expected, being a late second-round pick in 2018. But what was unexpected is how quickly he would contribute.
Outside Jones. Pass to Adams. Back to Jones. To the paint. Ooh, and Adams strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And Milton's become a vital cog in this rotation.
Yeah, you know, he gives you another ball handler and creator on the floor, Brian, and they rely on his scoring as well as his passing. I think he's got the length and the ability to guard multiple positions as well.
And the technical free throw is good. Maxey, he's checked in for the Sixers. James Harden comes in for Milton. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. It's tipped. Jones with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just a little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. Now here's Harden. Guarded closely. That one is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Back to Jones. Shot from the wing. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Pass to Korkmaz. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Now here's Adams. Back to Jones. A minute 29 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Adams has gotten his second bucket of the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And another miss by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Jones. Oh, stolen by Harden. Driving in. Pass to Korkmaz. And the 76ers get it back. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Outside, Anderson. Jones with the ball. Harden picks him up. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Back to Maxey. Launches it. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Maxey's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. And does a really good job setting up a shooter.
No one covering. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Embiid passes to Harden. Over Jones. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Memphis did not hesitate to set the pace. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Harris and Embiid, the big men inside. James Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Tagum in at the small forward position. Melton against Harden. There's the drive. Pass to Embiid. Well, a surprising stat, Clark. The last 2 seasons, for the first time in league history, guards scored more points in the paint than centers or forwards.
How amazing is that, B.A.? What a transformation we've seen in the game at all levels, but particularly the NBA. Things have been inverted. It used to be you threw the ball inside to get high percentage shots. Now this is primarily a drive and kick league. Drive for the rim or shoot threes.
Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 7 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Morant with it. Harden picks him up. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. To the inside. Maxey. Here's Thibault. No good with the triple for Memphis. They've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Harden against Melton. Here's Embiid. Out to Harris. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Now here's Morant. He's closely guarded. Jackson outside. Outside for Morant. Thibault with a steal. To the middle. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Pass to Bain. And here's Brooks. Here's Melton. Launches a 3. On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Outside Harden. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Morant. Give him 8. From deep, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Shot to end the cold streak. Pass to Thibault. Now Harden. Shot clock at 6. Back to Thibault. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they're able to recover.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout. They've really been strong on the glass. Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. Left side Thibault. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. They shoot again. Over to the wing. Here's Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Down low. Here's Maxey. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Maxey's got 5 now.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
Brooks from outside. It's not going to go for him, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Outside for Harden. A minute 39 left in the third. No coverage that time. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a score as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
Outside Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Now Harden. Melton covers. Back to Embiid. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot's good by Morant. He's got 10.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Tagum out to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Wide open. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Now here's Jackson. Melton with the ball. Defended by Harden.
76ers foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies.
Takes it inside on the wing Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Steven Adams. Dylan Brooks is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones drives in. Pass to Bane. And here's Adams. Clock at 6. Here he goes. Brooks, the pass to Adams. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Harden. And featuring Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. Is the 2020 Hall of Fame class the best ever, Clark?
Well, I'd certainly have to go back and look, but there won't be any classes that would be any better. I would say that. I mean, clearly depending on when some of the all-time greats went in and who were part of their classes in the past. But I would be hard-pressed to imagine or be able to state a class that was better than this particular class. 2009 comes to mind. That had Michael Jordan, David Robinson, and John Stockton. That's a pretty good threesome, too.
Back to Jones.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
Pass to Embiid. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Jones up top. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Thibault's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Now here's Jones. Brooks outside. Back to Jones. Driving inside. Free throw line jumper. Adams. It's good on the putback.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Up top, Harden. Melton covers. To the paint. Poke loose. Harris left side. Outside Tagum. Lets the 3 fly. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And the basket by Bane.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Inside, here's Maxey. Out to Harris. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, BA. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
Good on the bucket.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Melton against Harden. Outside Davao. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Look to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Outside for Brooks. On the wing, Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Melton, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And big-time bragging rights won today. Just grabbing that season series.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
Now here's Milton, tightly guarded. Late clock, the Sixers need to pull one up here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lets it fly from 18. Jones, his shot is good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Jordan against Adams. Pass to Korkmaz. To the middle. Here's Green. Here's Jordan. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Bain. Green covering. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Here's Adams. Off with the layup. And so Memphis takes this one. Big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game you've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce.